Is that a hole in his body? What is going on? This painting is by Italian artist Michelangelo Caravaggio. He painted pictures of people so they look real and relatable. And he made his pictures compelling to his audience by painting lots of very dark shadows and very bright lights. Kind of feels like a spotlight shining down, like we're watching a stage play. It's directing us to focus on this specific scene. The chiaroscuro technique refers to the contrast between light and dark that was often used in Baroque paintings. Baroque is the period of artistic style that started in 17th century Rome and spread throughout most of Europe. He is commonly considered the first great representative of the Baroque school. He not only brushed such great drama onto his canvas, he lived it during his short time on Earth. Another important Baroque painter using chiaroscuro is Peter Paul Rubens. Who is Peter Paul Rubens? Peter Paul Rubens was one of the greatest painters in European art history and the most important Flemish painter of the 17th century. He was raised in Antwerp, Flanders, now Belgium, a part of the Netherlands under Spanish rule at the time. This is his representative painting, The Raising of the Cross. Scene 3. Setting. Calvary, just outside the city walls of Jerusalem in the 1st century. At rise, 9 muscular men raising the cross with Jesus already nailed to it. Soldiers, horses, and 2 thieves on the right. Group of onlookers, including Mary and John, to the left. Can you feel the physical and emotional strain of the onlookers? Of the 9 men? Can you feel the movement as they struggle to lift the weight of the cross in Jesus? How about Jesus? Can you feel the suffering that Jesus is enduring? Whoa, gotta catch my breath. Rubens began his art education at a young age, and by 21 he became a master of the local Artists Guild. He then traveled to Rome where he studied the controlled, harmonious forms of classical Roman sculpture and the great art of the Renaissance for 8 long years. He was greatly influenced by the expressiveness of Michelangelo and Raphael and the bold, brilliant colorings of Titan. These paintings were completed after Rubens returned to his native Flanders. He combined the physicality of classical sculpture with the elegance and attention to musculature of Michelangelo. We can also see the influence of the Italian Baroque painter Caravaggio in the strong contrast of light and dark. Rubens established a new style of large, colorful paintings. Along with being a great artist, he played an important diplomatic role in politics. From 1621 to 1630, the Spanish Habsburg rulers entrusted Rubens with a number of diplomatic missions. In fact, King Charles I of England knighted him for his diplomatic efforts to bring about a peace treaty between England and Spain. Speaking of Spain, during one of his stays, Rubens met our 3rd great Baroque artist, Diego Velázquez. Diego Velázquez was a great and distinctive Spanish artist. He too, at a young age, mastered both Renaissance painting and painting effects by Caravaggio. By the age of 21, he had become a court painter and the only one who was allowed to draw portraits of King Philip IV, and continued to paint many religious and mythological scenes, and countless portraits. One of his most famous paintings is Les Meninas. Scene 4. Setting: main chamber of a royal palace in the 17th century. Note: the word Menina means lady in waiting or maid of honor, girl who serves in the royal court. At rise: the young Infanta Margaret Teresa standing in the middle of the room looking out at the viewer. 2 Meninas, one on each side of her. A chaperone, a bodyguard, 2 doors, and a dog standing off to the right side. A man standing on the left holding a paintbrush and palette. Ah! A painter, an artist. Wait, is that the artist himself? So if he painted this painting, he had to be in front of them, right? But then, what is the princess and painter in the painting looking at? What is being painted in the painting? Is it us, the viewers? What about the couple in the far back? Looking through the window? Or is that a mirror? How about the other man standing on the steps? Wow, there are all these puzzles to solve. Hey, that's it. The picture is a puzzle. The most common theory about this seems to be that Velasquez is painting the king and queen scene in the mirror on the large canvas. Remember the mirror in Arnolfini portrait painting? So Velasquez, as the painter in the painting, is painting the king and queen with the maids and princess watching. And Velasquez is painting himself as the painter, painting the king and queen. Velasquez, Margaret, 1 Menina, 1 dwarf, the bodyguard, and the queen's chamberlain, aka our mystery man, are looking at the king and queen. Or are they looking at us? Are we looking through royal eyes? Or Velasquez? So many perspectives. That's why this painting continues to be praised even now and has influenced many artists. Like Picasso. He painted around 50 pictures of Les Meninas. Goya too. And let's not forget the many parodies. Anything else? There's one more interesting thing Velasquez did. His use of a la prima technique. What is a la prima technique? It is an oil painting technique in which layers of wet paint are applied to existing layers of wet paint. See princess's skirt? The skirt and the princess's figure look well drawn and detailed. But if you look closely, you can see that it's very rough and almost flicked on. From a distance, Velasquez thought about and added in visual effects to make it look more real. This effect later had a major impact on Impressionism, especially Manet. You can see this effect in other paintings. Here's Velasquez Pope Innocent X, again from far away and then up close, and a parody by Francis Bacon. It's been almost 400 years, and Velasquez's great influence as a painter continues to affect contemporary art. We looked at Baroque art through 3 great artists. Baroque is a Renaissance-like, dramatic, and powerful movement. Such a very dynamic period, including communicating with the audience through the artist's paintings. What do you think of Baroque? Do you agree that Baroque is an imperfect pearl like neoclassicism critics? In this video, we looked at Baroque art influenced by the Counter-Reformation. In our next video, let's look at Dutch paintings affected by the Reformation. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.